What up, everybody? It's Wednesday. This is the everything you need to know about cannabis show with the Green Believers, Whitey Enterprise. This is Cheryl. How you doing, y'all? Hi, Whitey.
Hey, Cheryl. What's going on? You know, life is so good. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be in the game, and I am officially back serving.
All right.
So you guys might as well get it in your head that you guys are dealing with Whitey from Whitey's Enterprise, and we getting ready to dominate this weed industry in so many different ways, and we in the CBD oil thing for real. We got the lotions, we got the oils, we got the creams, we got the baby bath, we got the foot rub, we got everything you could possibly ask for in CBD. Just come and see us over on 3224 South Central Avenue. It's some of the best oil in town, and it's like if you rub it on you and 5 minutes later, some of the pain would be going away. You would be feeling like you 22 again as you 45. Welcome to America. Once again, I said we back serving, and that's what we're doing in the city of Los Angeles. And you can go online in a couple of weeks, and you can order it, and we will send it to you.
All right. Well, it's so good to hear that our Green Believer partners are making progress in the cannabis and hemp moringa tanga is what James Brady calls it, that he's also making a little bit of money. So this is good news, but this is your edutainment podcast where all things in the legal cannabis business, we address those things as we usher in this new era of legalization, California, LA, all across the globe. And we seek to bring you some of the best talent, subject matter experts, growers, compliance experts, and all of the ancillary businesses. And as they say, you can't have a business without a little advocacy and community organizing, because otherwise you leave your constituents out there because they need to be represented. We still live in a democracy, kinda. You know, it's
shaky.
220 has been a little different, I'll have to say, but we stick to our principles and we do maintain a little bit of advocacy to represent the folks. So for the next couple of weeks, it's October. We made it this far. We're back in the office. We're reopening slowly as we all prepare for the reopening. But we're doing the Smoke the Vote campaign with LA Normal. So I just want to remind everybody, please check the site regularly, vote.normal.org, vote.normal.org, or go to thegreenbelievers.com, and we can connect you to your elected official. We got 12 congresspeople that we're trying to influence. Smoke the Vote is all about swinging that vote so that they can move away to deschedule cannabis and also open up some banking for us. And really, what did you call it? Why do you say we don't want just a vacate with the expungement? We want them to take it away. What's it called? Just eliminate the charges. What's it called?
We want to completely vacate
it. Dismiss the case completely. It's over with.
We don't want you guys to have you guys' records expunged. Expungement is just for them to use it for a job. We need them to vacate your weed conviction. We don't need you to have no past criminal history on marijuana. We want you to be able to say, I never went to jail for marijuana in my life. And this right here is going to help you go farther in life. And when the police pull you over or when you get ready to go for a job interview, that record will not be there anymore. But when you do an expungement, they do a scan on you. What pops up? The past criminal conduct. And we don't want you with past criminal conduct. So we need them to vacate everybody's convictions on marijuana.
And we're going to be pressing the pedal to the metal. We're 29 days away from the 2020 election, November 3rd. This week is an important week because Monday, California started distributing the mail home ballots or at-home ballots, mail from home.
I got one yesterday.
Something like that. They started sending them Monday the 5th. And so if you haven't received yours, go online and look, or email us, vote.normal.org or The Green Believers, and we can help you get the link that you need. Weigh in on this, folks. We want more than just expungements, right? We
That's
want to
right.
vacate.
We wanna
We got
vacate
some
it.
more work to do, and we're going to need all our cannabis community to join in with us on this over the next couple of weeks. So we'll be reaching out to you guys. Whitey and them, they have their videos are getting organized, and they're going to be pressing that out every week, every day.
Every day.
Get the vote, show up, smoke that
Smoke the
vote.
vote, baby.
That's our campaign. Don't miss out on this. So tell us, Whitey, what's going on in the world of cannabis? I heard there's some tea that we need to spill the tea. What happened with Shaq?
Man, listen
and the
to this.
CBD? What
Listen
happened?
to this,
What
my
happened?
people. You know,
We gossiping now, y'all.
Bear aspirin, Tylenol, and all the companies that sell pills is so mad at Shaq right now because he put it on the line. Kenny Smith, Dorsey Burks, Charles Barkley.
Now, who are all these people?
All these is great basketball players.
I'm so out the loop because I
they got so upset they wanted to.
I
take
know who
Shaq.
won the Nobel Prize at UCLA yesterday.
Yeah, that's that. But they wanted to like take Shaq Hall of Fame away from him because he came out with CBD. His oil is just like mine. It's on 3224 South Central Avenue. It's the bomb. All you do is rub it on you, and you don't have to take no more pills. You don't have to be addicted to any of those things no more. You can come to these places now, like Shaq said. And Charles said, I can walk again. I can talk again. I feel good. I feel like I'm 25 again. I just can't do the moves like I used to do. But my legs and my knees, my back, all of it feels so good. And if you get an opportunity, come down on 3224 South Central Avenue and pick up you some CBD oil. It's in all forms. It's in cream. It's in baby bath.
Now, this is hemp-based or cannabis-based?
It's a hemp base.
Okay, yours is hemp-based, right?
Yes.
Because theirs says it's cannabis-based. So I was just curious.
So
they got two strains or something going on?
So cannabis, let's break down cannabis. Hemp and cannabis in the same family. They just use a different kind of dialogue on it sometimes. Because Shaq, oh my God, they doing so much over there in his place. And you know, Whitey's Enterprise, he's doing that damn thing. He just making his oil, and now he getting ready to make some vegetable glycerin, so you can use it for your food. Yes, you heard me. You can make your cakes with it. You can make your gummy bears with it. You can make your brownies with it. This is what's going on in this new world that we getting ready to fight in. And if we can't make controversy and make white America say, hey, what you guys trying to do? And we just trying to step on the plate and make sure we got a seat at that table. And Shaq, you know, he did the right thing the other day. He came and put his on the table. And since the CBD oil works so great, it make you understand that if your hands is locked up from what you call that stuff when you talk or something like that, when your hands get messed up from typing.
Carpal tunnel.
Oh my God! I had some girls come in the store the other day, and their hands was all messed up because they braid hair also, and they have cramps, and they brought some oil, and like 7 people came back and brought some more oil. And this right here becoming a repeating thing at 3224 South Central Avenue. And if you guys need this for your hands, is your back hurting, is your knees hurting, you need to come down on 3224 South Central Avenue and pick up your medicine. This real medicine. Ain't nothing to this but to do this.
Now, that's for the local people. What about our people who are listening that are not local? Because everybody's not local. Can they call you or email to get something shipped to them?
The great thing about this, next week, look at your TV. You're going to see Whitey's Enterprise. You're going to see the Green Believers. You're going to see these entities popping up all over the TV website, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. You're going to see these new addresses pop up. And we do deliver. We do send orders out by mail. This is what we're getting ready to do. This is what we need to do. We need to make sure that everybody around understand that this was going down. And Smoke the Vote. Oh my God, they called me from Nebraska, and they said, man, we trying to get medical marijuana on the line. And if you in Nebraska, vote that way, please. Vote that way. They need you. They need your help so they can get medical marijuana up and running in Nebraska. And Smoke the Vote. That's the only thing we got to say.
Smoke the vote,
And if-
smoke the vote. 12 members of, I'm sorry, it's 11. I added one extra person. I don't know why, because I'm counting the votes. 11 members of Congress that are from California. We have 11 representatives in the federal U.S. Congress, and we need them to vote on the MORE Act. And once we pass it, then we're going to work on implementation to push it beyond expungement. It's not enough. Like Whitey said, we're just creating more jobs for other people, and we want to create some jobs for ourselves. So we want these things to be ultimately vacated and dismiss these cases. So that's our next move. It seems to never end. But interesting tidbit on the shack and the CBD. I hope that that goes well for them, and I'm glad to hear that your store is booming and blowing up. That's what we're doing, highlighting our social equity brands and doing our customer discovery.
That's right.
Getting people out here, come spend a little money with us and help us grow.
Man, it's crazy. I'm giving Shaq free advertisement today. Shaq, you need to break bread. Yeah, you need to come down and break bread and say, Whitey, man, I got you. I understand. I need my product out there like you need your product out there. And we're going to do this in every state in America because it's a farm bill. It's hemp. It's CBD. It's cannabis.
Well, there's cannabis strains of CBD. You know that.
Yes,
I don't need to tell you. You're an expert.
No.
But in the legal world, you still got to have a license. Anything to do with cannabis is now under the auspices of Big Brother. Good, bad, or ugly, that is the law now. And all things, you got to have a license for anything, any phase of cannabis. I know stuff happens on the side, Whitey, but they count on me to hold the line.
Keep me straight.
I know they count on me for that part. I hate it. I'm the most unpopular person in LA, but thank God I got about 7 to 8 people. They do love me, so that small circle counts. So because everybody else, I get on their nerves because, hey, this is about the legal cannabis show, but I want to talk about that part. What's coming up next in the Department of Cannabis Affairs?
Yes.
Have put out. It's on the city website. If you are local, check it out for yourself. Fact check us. They are going to be opening delivery, distribution, manufacturing, non-volatile manufacturing and testing labs. So we're going to get some social equity testing labs and commercial cannabis. It opens on October 20th.
Okay.
So if you want some help, Green Believers will be hosting a couple of webinars starting next week, and we will be working all the way through the 20th. The licensing will go on. There's not a deadline that we know of yet. So this is going to come down to who's got space, who's got a plan, who's ready, to pivot. And I'm excited to see this non-retail delivery, opening up. And the people that were already previously verified, the initial delivery application processing will be available only to previously verified social equity applicants. That's what's going on. So if you didn't get in that Acela portal and you didn't get your paperwork in, you may not be able to apply initially. It seems like they'll open it up for another round, but the first round will be for all those who were previously verified as social equity applicants. So way to go for DCR. I hate that they're doing it in the middle of the election. Like, geez, don't we have enough to do?
Well, we got enough to do. Listen to this, my brothers and my sisters.
Yeah.
We gave you guys an opportunity because we went through a whole lot of different changes just to make sure that when you guys went through that portal, we had a big old argument. And there was a whole lot of smoke in the air. And it was fires everywhere. And some of it got put out. But some of it didn't get put out. So when they came to put out the last part of the fire, it was a negotiation went down. And negotiation went down where whoever went in through that porthole gonna have action to have a temporary license. Retail, cultivation, distributing. We telling you guys right now, if you didn't get what you was supposed to get, now they're getting ready to give you what you need to have. If you need to have it, you need to have your paper. If you don't have no paper, you need to just get out the way and give me the license. Just come and see me at the Green Believers at Whitey's Enterprise.
We can't have no license, Whitey.
Well,
I love Whitey.
I'm gonna put the boys on the side. They're gonna be all right.
Whew, so you practicing the president's get to the side, stand back, stand to the side.
You guys,
y'all just stand back and stand.
You guys stand down and stand by.
Yeah, that was it.
You guys stand down and stand by.
Cut it out, Whitey.
And come and hang out with Whitey. I'm gonna point you in the right direction where
Lord.
the investors is there to help you guys out. You guys gonna need some investors as you don't have none.
I'm feeling like Sleepy Joe right now. I'm feeling like Sleepy Joe.
But Sleepy Joe gonna be all right. But again, right now, brothers and sisters, you guys who went through that portal on a serious tip, you need to find you a storefront that you guys can use for these little licenses what's coming out, because you guys gonna need all the help you guys can get to be successful. They only doing this for one reason, to see are you capable of running a business. If you can't, that's why they call it temporary. They're gonna take those license from you, and those people coming in 2023 gonna try to grab those license. So brothers and sisters, it's time for us to get to work. It's work time. They call it work call.
Yeah, so get your paperwork in. Reach out to us. Again, like I said, we'll have some office hours I'm setting up. I'm patchworking consultants because we still don't have our active technical assistants. We still got to fund ourselves, and I'll have them in place for next week. So the first thing, if you haven't qualified, you want to gather up your paperwork to qualify as a social equity. So that would be your cannabis conviction, or if you're going for income, you're going to want to have copies of bills and telephone things like bills and things like that to document your address for a period of time. So you'll need at least 12 things or one thing that could serve in the role and represent an annual report on your address, zip code, social security, unemployment, your taxes. All of these things we'll need to organize, get you in the system copy of your ID, and then it goes off to DCR and they will pre-qualify you. If you make it past the pre-qualification phase, then we start loading up other documents and filling out the application, which includes your site, your location, non-retail operating plan, and a whole lot of other things. All these questions can be answered at thecannabis.lacity.org. Go to DCR cannabis.lacity.org. This is truly for our local listeners. I know I get emails and texts and messages from people that live outside of California, so this is really only for Los Angeles and California. We're talking to those social equity candidates here. I'll be sending this out to you so you guys can listen to it again and help you get ready to receive temporary approval, whoop whoop, for delivery, manufacturing, testing, commercial cannabis activity opens up. What a great time.
Great time.
Man, if you got your together right now, I don't care what they say. Corona been good to us. Pull it together. Pull it up. Pull it up.
In other words, if you're ready to serve and you're ready to get in the game, it's time for you guys to play the game. It's time for you to go get some of that Matrix money and say, hey, I'm ready to work, because the delivery service is in your reach. And the Green Believers is here to make sure that you guys understand all the standards that you got to meet to stay open. Because in life, you don't never play something for free. You always got to pay to play. And this is how we get down. And the Green Believers is here to assist you, because we do run a techno assistant company. And they ready to put us in the game. They ready for us to help you guys out. And we want you to help yourself out by taking that first step and find your locations that in the zone.
You only need about 1,500 square feet because their customers can't come in. It's non-retail delivery, which means that you can take orders by telephone.
1,500. So
you can take
1,000 square feet.
You can take orders. Yep, you can use 1,000 square feet. Yes, you sure can. This is one that most of our A-class social equity candidates, you could put this together on your own with a little coaching from us. So I'm giving this to you free. You'll be able to play this over and over and over again, this archive. So yeah, you need 1,000 to 1,500. I recommend 1,500 because you want a little bit of space for some other like office things. You want to have your track and trace system in there, your computer. You know, you want those things co-located there as well. But you don't have to have more product than you can sell in a day or two, or a week, because the cash management still applies. You'll still be moving cash back and forth. You'll have vehicles and drivers. You'll have safes in the vehicles, or however you decide to put that plan together. Those are the kinds of things you'll need to think through, but a little bit less capital investment to start up.
I like how you said that,
if you were
I like.
Thank you. I've been reading and studying.
She's been reading.
Corona has been so good to me. I've been reading and studying. I've had lots of time to do that.
And the great thing
been
about
in the house.
The great thing about it is that you guys could also call my friends at Go Verdict for us to deliver the weed to you, and you can come to Art Distributing Company and get your weed distributed to you. In some kind
you
of
will need to be connected
yes.
as a delivery to a legal cultivation distribution cultivator and or distributor. You do need to have that. If you take a risk, I mean, you know, that's just what it is. It's just a risk is a risk is a risk.
A risk gonna kill you.
You don't want to, right? It will, because you don't want to get caught with the track and trace. Those requirements are it can get sticky. So. Yeah. If you want to get into the legal cannabis business, we know there's still a lot of illegal retail and other operations, but they're closing in on that, folks. It's time to really start making that shift. You know, talking to the right people. We're not the only people, but we certainly have developed a simple way for you to engage and get the information. And we can help you do that. But it's non-retail storefront delivery. The cameras, your security plan can be simplified a little. We still have all the same compliance requirements, but you can scale it down to a nice little operation and put together a good business
yes.
plan to show some return. And this is the part that's new. Before COVID, I've been helping business owners because I could say this to them now, and I think they really would understand. People who've been in the business before are some of the most difficult to work with because they're coming in with success factors already, and they don't know, why are you telling me this may not work anymore? Like, forget that. And it's sort of like COVID. So if you were making money before COVID, before March 15th, and then you figured out by April 1st you're out of business, that's what you're facing with this legal cannabis business.
That's right.
If you don't get the courage to, you know, pull it up and say, hey, I'm going to have to learn how to do some new things because the world changed, not because we wanted it to, it just did, and we have to adapt. That's what you're going to face in cannabis. The things that we used to do that were really successful, it may not work in a legal cannabis structure.
No.
So that's our job, is to tell you that, safely say that to you, help you walk through. The customer discovery is one of the things that I think is that we all have to work on. You know, so that means, how do you find your customers? How do you find them? How do they find you? How do we solve a problem for our customers? Well, Whitey's example is he's addressing the medical problems. If you got aches and pains and you're low on energy, then he's got a solution. They will solve that for you. So these are the kinds of new skills we got to pick up, or hire somebody. If you don't want to do all that, we'll help you find somebody that you can pay for,
yes.
that can help you figure out how to really get your customers. This is what the big companies do. They know what we're thinking.
Yep. That's
they don't sell to us. They talk to us. Got milk? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you need a break? They don't just sell to you. They help you feel like they're solving a problem. And that's why you bring your money to them and you're faithful to certain brands. And this is what we're going to be learning. The Green Believers, how to find your customers.
The Green Believers.
It's time to find customers, y'all.
We from Whitey's Enterprise and the Green Believers, and we believe in the 70 million vote. We truly believe in the 70 million vote. There's 70 million ex-offenders out there. And here we are today telling the 70 million ex-offenders that it's time to go vote. And also in the process, I'm asking the 70 million ex-offenders to go online Friday night and look at the commercials that's getting ready to lay down. And then you can go to the Green Believers page and you can see what we're doing on that page. It's going to be so incredible when you see what's going on with a black organization who's trying to reach out to the world, who was an ex-offender. We like saying, hey, here we are. It's 70 million votes. It's 70 million ex-offenders. Can you come aboard to help us help each other to succeed in this great life? Everybody need a job. Everybody need to be took care of. Everybody need to take care of themselves. So when you look at the light at this world in your own eyes and see your grandchildren walking around, they need to be took care of, bro. They need to be took care of, sis. It's time for us to stand up and look out and show the rest of the world how incredible we really are. It's that time of the year for you to say the holiday is coming up, and there's so much that we want to do for our children. But again, it's 70 million ex-offenders, and we are getting ready to put out some ads, and I hope everybody this gravitates to it and understand that we just want you to help us help the rest of the community that who is not at home yet. They're gonna come home soon, and they're gonna need a resource center. They're gonna need some things to help them out. They're gonna need someone to sit down and show them how to work a computer. And this is what we're trying to build right now. And I'm saying this again: it's 70 million ex-offenders. And when you see these ads come up, you're gonna see the bottom of it. You're gonna see Cedric Farmer name on it, the lead, and you're gonna be like, what's going on? This is not supposed to be here, but this really is supposed to be there, because how can we not help ourselves when we're helping so many other people in America? We try to make sure that everybody have a job everywhere. If you've been to jail, have not been to jail, the Green Believers is an organization that believe in doing their job, and they're trying to help the black community, the brown community do what's necessary. So you will never stand for 4 o'clock count. Again, this is what we do every day. We just sit back and we try to figure it out. And we understand everything.
I'll stand for 4 o'clock count in the line at Wells Fargo.
That's the wrong
I'll
count.
stand for 4 o'clock count in the line at Union Bank. Okay. They got a 4 o'clock line. It just depends on where you want to stand in line, you know. I like standing in that line. I'm saying, you know, I didn't mean to interrupt. You was on a roll talking about the 70 million.
Listen,
when I heard you say that, I was like, well,
listen, my brother.
All 4 o'clock lines ain't bad, you know. But I get what you're saying, my brother. I get what you're saying.
The 4 o'clock line for my brothers and sisters is bad. But like Cheryl, I do stand in line at Navy Federal. I do stand in line at Bank of America. I never once said when I came home I didn't understand how to be successful. That's why I'm sitting here telling you in my own language, like, we can do whatever we want to do without breaking the law, because you can build whatever little company you want to build. As soon as you see those other people selling T-shirts on the corner, you can grab you a little shelf and sell you some T-shirts on the corner. You can find a way to get a trucking job. You can do all these things that's necessary to fulfill your obligations to yourself. These are the things that I want you to do for yourself, as I did for myself when I walked out the door. We are here. The people from the 70 million vote are here. We want you guys to look out, reach out to us. You're going to see the people's names that pop up, and understand this one thing. That is 70 million votes. These are ex-offenders just like you.
Well, I hope y'all get that together, my brother.
I'm
counting on y'all to do that. I'm counting on y'all. Let's get that. But I want to take us back to getting ready for social equity, growing our social equity constituency, growing our social equity base, remembering to smoke the vote, that we want to weigh in on the MORE Act and try to encourage one of the 11 members of Congress to support that. So when we bring it on home, we can move it a little further, kick the ball down the road. And those 70 million, that population are going to be the ones who can stand up and help us do that. But I think we got somebody, we got someone who just called in, right? Our caller. Hi, Cherie, are you here?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm good. This is Go Verde in the house. Go Verde Enterprises, Go Verde Incubator, the largest black incubator that we know about right?
Yes, it is.
That's the only one I know. I don't know no other people that got licenses.
Not like her.
I don't know nobody else. They putting it down.
I just need a job.
Can we get a job? How does it feel to be at the head of the class?
Say amen to that.
It's just more homework. It's just more homework.
Okay, Miss Homework. Well, explain something to us about that great company you have, because we've been talking about it for a few minutes about how great it's going to be for the rest of the consumers, where we're going to be able to distribute weed to all of the stores in California and do what we have to do to make sure you're successful and they successful, everybody be safe, because that's the most important thing. What we're doing here, we're trying to make sure that everybody get the best weed in town and be safe when they get it, and they'll never have to worry about nobody putting their hands on them. We're going to bring it to your door, deliver it to you, and you're going to be all right, and it's going to be fire. So I'm going to pass the rest of this to Miss Franklin. She's going to tell you some real slick stuff that I don't even know about, because I haven't talked to her in over a year. So she's going to tell you something. Hold on, people. Here she go, Miss Franklin.
Thank you, Whitey.
You're welcome.
Well, Go Verde Incubator, we're here in South LA. We have over 100,000 square feet of real estate under control. Our main facilities are on 62nd Street between Central and Avalon, and we have that's the first thing. You know, when people talk about this business, it's really a real estate game. That's the first thing it is a real estate game, and controlling real estate and being able to do it with landlords that are not gouging and that understand the timing of the process. If we can control more real estate, and anybody out there who has any, you're the first step. You can make a difference as to whether or not African Americans enter the game or if we're kept out. You can't do anything without any real estate.
Real estate is that important, huh?
It is.
A good piece of real estate. And you got to have good credit to have good real estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least you got to have a good reputation, right? You got to know somebody, right?
You got to know somebody. You got to be able to sign a lease agreement for a few years and be able to make pay the mortgage. I mean, we've paid on a mortgage for years before we were fully licensed, and that holding power to take that real estate piece off the market so that you can go through the licensing, which is no joke. I mean, it is very convoluted. There's no industry that I know of, and I'm a developer, that's as convoluted because the rules are always changing. You know, you think you're doing one thing and then they have to do something else, or they'll tell you in 2020, like for cultivators, comes out, newsflash, by 2023, everybody has to go to LED lights. Well, what if you just spent $500,000 on some Covita lights? So now you've got a plan to reinvest into your business by 2023. That's around the corner. That's in 2 years now. Woo. That's a big capital investment that people have to think about doing all at one time. Not like, oh, I'll replace my lights, a little bit here and there. No, they're gone by 2023. You need to replace them. And then we don't even know about that technology yet. Everybody's not even clear. We don't even know, how does it grow? What does it do? And, what are the rules? So those are the kinds of things that we're making sure that our entrepreneurs know not only how to get in the game, but how to be in the game and how to stay in the game. Those are three different things.
How to be in the game, how to stay in the game, this real estate, be able to sign a lease, and hold on to the property long enough to get through all of the site clearances and things. So this is the part about the technical assistance I wanted you to share, because people are excited about getting in for the upcoming non-retail delivery. And I wanted to hear from, the real social equity community. What have you had to go through, to plan and get all of the paperwork and get your team, to this place of licensing, so people can hear what they need to prepare for, and not some lawyer telling them something that they don't know what they're talking about. Because we got a lot of that going on.
Oh my God, that was the first part. First of all, everybody, it's written down in plain English what the rules and regulations are. We're sending our kids to school, they can read that for us. That's how I think about it. So if you don't want to sit down and read it, somebody in your family, on your block, in your community, in your church, can sit down and read those rules and regulations and understand them. They are that simple. We just aren't can't let somebody come in and say, oh, I know all the rules. Well, we were creating the rules as we were going through this. The city, they didn't know they were creating the departments, they were creating the rules, they were creating the laws as we're going through it. So how could somebody else have known more than you when you're at the table as well? Mm-hmm. That's the first part. It's not rocket science. All we have to do is pull up those rules and regulations. Right now, the state is going back through another thing. Oops, we made a mistake. First, we created individual departments to regulate everything. We made a mistake. Let's merge them all. Let's do that. Let's fix it. That's like, deciding you're going to have DMV and the social services and the police department separate. And then you go, oops, let's just combine them all into one department. That's essentially what's happening. And so that means they don't know. If they don't know, then we're in the boat together. So the fear of take it off the plate. We're not afraid of anything. We've changed laws. Cheryl and I have called and said, that don't make no sense.
Oh my goodness.
That don't make no sense.
It's been a toughie.
Who wrote that law?
Yeah, it's been a toughie, and but I appreciate having owners like you. We had to get our groove too, so that's why I always try to tell the candidates, find the technical. Every consultant isn't for you. Every coaching team, and I just wanted to say that too. That it's been a pleasure to work with you. It hasn't always been fun. Because the Go Verde team ain't no joke. the Go Verde team. Go Verde, woo! It's about 5, 7, 9. They like 50, 11 dozen cheering. Who is this crew? Yes, you guys are a family of families. I'm like, who am I talking to?
I grew up in the projects of Vermont and Jefferson, so shout out to the University Guards, right?
Shout out.
We all grew up. We were original. Everybody was cousins and not really cousins. We cousins. That's my play sister, my sister, and then we got intermarriages between apartment units. I'm just saying.
That's when black families used to really be a black family, right? Right.
Exactly. So when one of us is in, there were 113 apartments, we all in. So that's why it's everybody. We all here.
I love it.
And we have community. And I went to Manual Art. We got Crenshaw. We got all the local high schools in the house. So we're here. We didn't have to reach out beyond that network. We know people. Everybody's doing something and knows something. Been in the game. We had people who came back home from being away. They know what to do.
Yes.
There's no executive. They got to be a CEO. Well, they're the COO. What else do we need? That person know how to count money. Trust me. Okay.
All right. Well, the only thing we know right now is that we on a mission. We're trying to make this mission come true. We're trying to steal Shaq's thunder right now because he put his CBD line out and he's doing wonderful. Bear and Tylenol, they going crazy. They trying to take him out of the Hall of Fame. They trying to do so many things.
Have you heard about that, T? I hadn't heard about that, and I was like, why? I don't understand. Why would the Bayer Aspirins company want to take Shaq out of the Hall of Fame because he opened a cannabis company? Are they accusing him of doing something illegal?
No, that's why they said it, right? When Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley and all of them was on air, they said, we done started using this CBD oil and we don't have no pain, so we don't need no pills, no aspirin anymore.
That's
so
what it
now
was.
It's for us, like I'm at 3224 South Central Avenue, the other crew over there on 6th Avenue and Vernon, and we got the right to tell people to come down to the stores, get their CBD oil, and this right here, you don't have to take any more pills because this oil is pain oil for you.
Right, it's natural healing. Okay, so this is about the big pharma. This is big pharma versus the small business, wellness community. So yeah, we better be readied up. This is why Smoke the Vote is so important. I have to go back to our commercial announcement because at the same time you're building businesses and you're building programming, you have to have an advocacy. I really believe that. Otherwise, we're really not doing our constituencies justice because we know America is not equal. America just is not equal. It isn't. So when it's not equal, you got to have the tools so that you can tap that group to say, handle that business over there. We need that. We need to be able to have a political action response for something like that, because otherwise, we're back to, so this is what I stand for. I believe in that diversity. So thank you. I'm glad. And Go Verde is one of those corporations. Whitey Enterprise and his store are helping with that solution. And we need you all, if you're listening today, to go to the site and sign up and join to smoke the vote, because we're going to need as many of our folks to the table as possible. You heard what Whitey said. You heard what Sharice talking about, where we may have to change laws. We may have to fight back multi-trillion-dollar industries. Yeah. You can't fight a trillion-dollar industry with $1,500. It just ain't going to go. And I don't care who you are. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get your ass kicked. So we got to prepare for war, pretty much. It sounds like if they're going after those guys, what do you think they could do to us,
So that's the whole part.
Well, one of the things that we need to know is that we have such a great connectivity in our community, and if we promote and support our own, we can survive. My grandfather used to always tell me, look, he had his shop on 69th and Western, and he's like, why am I worried about going over there working with other people, white people, when I got Miss Rose to take care of, Miss Johnson to take care of, Miss Smith to take care of? Let me go take care of them, and that keeps me busy, and I'm going to circulate back to everybody else. So if we keep that in mind, recycling our black dollars, we can survive, because we have a network of sharing that a lot of other communities don't. Most people are in neighborhoods, and they don't even know their neighbors. They don't even know who's there. We don't function that way. We've got lots of familial and community relationships, and that's what Go Verde is based on. We're launching our platform for the delivery is called Verde Road. We've got 4 different growers. You can go to our website at goverde.com. You can see who our growers are. They're rolling out. We should have our first flower by February of this year. Of next year.
All right.
And so you'll see Go Verde everywhere, and we'll support the brands. We'll have different variations of strains and so forth. But we're going to market it through Verde Road, and we're going to work with our social equity. We call it an ecosystem of people. We've got growers, we've got manufacturers, we've got a distribution company, and we're going to have retailers, and we're going to have delivery companies. All of those will be interlinked, marketing together, making sure that we each are okay, because it's we don't need to be crabs in a barrel. Everybody can eat.
Everybody can eat.
Everybody can eat, but y'all stuff better be good, because I've been growing the army of secret shoppers and secret tasters, because I'm a person who likes quality. I want to do business with my people, but it's still got to be good. It's got to do something for me. So we're gonna be sending our secret shoppers out and tasters, and to get keep our social equity businesses. Yes.
Well, we can do it. We can actually bring people to the table to do the tasting.
I think that would be so awesome, like a cooking show, to say this brand, that brand, and that's how the brands make it to Verde Road. Exactly. That's how they get there. Yeah. If they want to get on the website, if they want to get highlighted by Green Believers, you better have some testimonials, because this is where the rubber's going to meet the road, right? There's a reason we all go to Shaniqua to get our hair done and not to the other girl, right? Because, hey, every press ain't the same. So I think this is so awesome. It is exciting to hear that Go Verde is now in the production, and we're soon to be open, and we've made it through the licensing phase. Are there any other battle wounds that you want to discuss openly?
Well, the party hasn't even started yet, right? So you have, the build out. I mean, building out facilities. We've spent for Go Verde's facilities on over $2.5 million. We raised amongst our people. We didn't need to sell off to other people, have them come in and tell us what to do. We raised that family by family, $2.5 million.
$2.5 million. Wait, hold up! Don't try to go past that too fast.
She's trying to floss.
You guys, well, that's what I'm like. Hey, so you guys raised $2.5 million with your family of family network over the past 2 years.
Yes. And
go ahead now.
And we did that for our first build out, and we have reserved other land, other buildings to continue to grow it out. So we're and growing, and we can. It's just a testimony when people go, oh, can you go and do this? Can you go and make this happen? If we can do cannabis with the rules, the regulations, the compliance, we can do anything. We can put together a fund to buy houses or real estate, or to invest in businesses, a tech company, or
I want
whatever
some houses in real estate.
There you go. It's
Some
right
houses
there. We know
in
how
real
to do
estate.
that.
Well, I know this right now. I'm putting the CBD oil all on the air. It'll be all on the air this weekend. It's gonna be plastered everywhere, Sheree.
Please.
It's gonna be
CBD
plastered
is
everywhere.
awesome.
We in the game.
I'm gonna tell you, my grandmother would love it. I put it on her knees, so her doctor tries to give her those cortisone shots.
Just come
and
and see
she'll
me.
say, "Oh, my knees are hurting," and then I rub her little CBD, and she goes, "Oh, it's fine now."
You need to come by the store and see me. Just come by. You know where I'm
absolutely.
located. Come by. I'll give you some CBD oil for.
Yes.
We're gonna
all the
have
churches.
delivery soon.
Yes,
You'll be able
delivery.
to just text, and I'm moving into that 21st century. They're gonna start calling me Judy Jetson, and Judy is ready. I'm ready to be all things digital. Can I text? I want to be able to email. Get some pull up in front of my house. I just put my flip flops on and walk on out there. And that's how it's gonna be going down, you two, right? Right? We're gonna be able to get our all right.
Like my boy told me the other day. He said, "Whitey, the 70 million vote is finished. It'll be finished. It'll be on the air this weekend. We got the names and everything in order. You done blew your production company up. Now we getting ready to blow the world up, so the world can know when we go on cable TV." And put that CBD oil down and put those 70 million votes for 70 ex-offenders on the air. They're going to say this is a black company who is on national TV reaching 100 million people a day. And this is what we are up to right now. And when we get our hands on Go Verdict, and as soon as we get through twisting and turning and understand what we doing all the way, Go Verdict going to blow up, because they could say why this enterprise and G-Con Production did everything necessary to make the black community be proud. And that's what we're going to do for Go Verdict, because it's a black-owned company and it's a sister. And this is what we got planned. So you're always welcome. And this is what our job is, to take care of each other. And we're going to eat on this place because we serve it. There's no doubt about it. We are here serving. And America, wake up. You're going to accept it. And the appeal company, whatever you guys talking about, we are 3224 South Central Avenue, and you guys can come down and pick up you some oil. It's the best oil in town. It's cream, it's lotion, it's baby bath, it's all of those other items that you never thought you could get. Arthritis oil. It's everything you need, and Go Verdict at it also. So just open your eyes and listen to what we say. Don't let your eyes just say, "Nah, that ain't real." What I'm reading, because it's real. It's just black owned. And you guys need to come and mess with some black people.
Smoke the vote. Smoke the vote. TheGreenBelievers.com. Hit us up there so that you can find your elected officials. We need you guys. We'll be doing webinars for the rest of the month. 29 days away from the most important civic activity we're going to participate in this year. Woo! COVID has been a monster, but we've been turning them out. Go Verde Enterprises and the family of Go Verde Social Equity Cannabis businesses are open. They have completed their permanent licensing, and they are rolling out their products. Y'all better catch up. Catch up. We catch up now. You can reach out to us. They may talk to you because they're starting to get super busy. Miss Franklin is going to be a celebrity real soon, and we're helping to promote that. We're going to be capturing what worked, what didn't work, how did they do it, how did they do it, y'all? Who want to know about that?
Everybody want to know about how.
Who want to know about how they did that? How they do that?
How they say it like this, right?
How
they
they
said
do
black
that?
people is down. They just didn't know how down they was till they came into the weed industry, and then they said, "Wait a minute, how you guys making these moves?" And they looked at Miss Franklin and say, "How did you make that move, sis?" And she said this right here by accident. She said, "I'm the queen of this shit for real." You guys didn't catch up because
that sound like her,
when
Whitey.
corporate America was playing with me, and I turned my back on them and walked away. I was building this right here while nobody wasn't looking.
Come on
so
now.
now it's that time for
Come
you
on
guys to pay
now.
attention.
Pay attention.
Miss Franklin
Yes.
is the queen of the weed industry because she put her stump on
Oh my
the
God.
scale and said, "Let's work, baby. It's
She
time to
did,
get paid."
and she didn't just do it by herself. Like, these are the
No,
kind of role
no,
models that you guys
we have
want
a
to.
partner.
Yeah.
Constance Bullock is our partner. We have Howard Harrison, who's our COO. He's down there holding it down. All of our nephews, Jalen and Kill, and my cousin Raquel, and my brother David, and my cousin Darian, and my other cousin Darren, and it's just, we're there as a family. Chauncey's got her family in the house. We got Carnell from Emerald Dreams and his daughter. He's in business with his daughter, Lene. And we got Lover Robinson. I think Lover's a brand. He's been.
I was gonna say, I love Lover. I love his name. I've always loved his name.
I never know what to say because Lover say, "Well, I've been in the cannabis business since I was 7." I'm like, I don't think you can say that. But, it's real.
Somebody might say child abuse, child neglect.
Exactly. And his partner Daniel. We got Rashad Ali and his partner. So we're here. It's every day. Every day something comes up. You got to get insurance. It's expensive. We've got to figure out solutions to lighting and electrical systems at these old buildings. Our buildings are over 100 years old in the Goodyear track. Right behind where I worked with a local organization. To acquire land for a shopping center back in the 90s, and it's a lot to deal with. Our building hadn't been cleaned, I think, in 100 years.
Wow, and you got all that done
Hey,
All of it.
on a
It's
$2 million
totally
budget.
it's just putting your
Yes.
resources together. I go back to,
Yes.
like I said, once you walk in a door and white America show you what they say, what they are, you can walk
Yes.
out of that door and say, now I know who you are. Because now
Right.
I can build what I want to build because you gave me your
Yes.
blueprint. And I tell every brother in America, and I tell this from the bottom of my heart, if you get an opportunity to get a job, in a corporation, I need you guys to go sit in that corporation for a year or two. And I need you to learn everything you need to learn. And you
That's
bring
right.
it back home.
Everything.
And when you bring it back
Everything.
home,
Process, everything. How they
Yes.
do things, who they call, why they call, what's the organizational structure, how much money it takes, learn all of that. You're going to need that for our family businesses.
yes, you are, because my dad taught me when I was a little boy. I have never in my lifetime worked for anyone. I can sit here and tell Black America that if they tell me to open a store right now, I don't need to call somebody and say, how do you do it? I
Right.
tell them
That's
I know
right.
the shortcuts to make it work without the money that you're trying to give me. So we're going to make this work because we on a black budget, because we don't have white money like white people have. We have black
But
money.
we will soon.
Well, we know how to
will
make
soon.
money
We know
stretch.
how to make
We know
that.
how to make money stretch. Whitey and Cheryl, thank you so
Thank
much.
you
for
so
your
much,
continued
Cherie.
support.
Oh my goodness, I
We
appreciate
cannot
you.
do this without you. The partnership, the late nights, the early mornings, the let's go get them, let's show up. This is what it's all about, and I really love you for it. Thank you.
You always
Thank you
welcome.
so much. We're so proud of you. If you just tuned in, that was Cherie Franklin, the great Cherie Franklin from the Go Verde incubator, Go Verde Enterprises, the largest black social equity businesses that we have right here in Los Angeles. 5 permanent licenses that we have won. So excited and proud for them. And coming up next will be the delivery licenses. So reach out to us, thegreenbelievers.com. Don't forget our campaign, Smoke the Vote. Smoke the Vote. Reach out to us at vote.normal.org or hit us up on our Instagram. We will send this information out to you. Get ready to vote, everybody. We got 29 days. And that's it for now. I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Whitey. We love you. We
Always,
appreciate you always
always.
having our back. We got some new media content coming for y'all real soon.
It's the bomb.
Knock your socks off.
It's the bomb. All I can do is tell you guys, pay attention to Facebook's Instagram this weekend. You're going to see the 70 million vote. You're going to see something that you've been thinking about you couldn't see from some black people. We're getting ready to put a show on that everybody could say, Whitey, you giving a Christmas party next year? Because I can't give it this year because it's a Christmas movie and it's coming out in 2021. Wait for Christmas next year. Welcome to Green Believers.
Thank you. See you guys next week. Thank you. Everything you need to know about Cannabis Show.